The question is, are you excited for episode 6, the finale of Secret Invasion? Some would say yes, some would say no, some would say, oh, I'm still not watching the show. Because a lot of people are not watching this show. I'll tell you, the viewership is not that great. Even though we're powering through, we don't really want to be at this point. Episode 5 was not that good. It kind of fell off. And to be completely frank, we don't remember a whole lot from the episode. But before we get into anything else, we've got to do fact of the day, page number 221, fact number
1.
In 2011, in the journal Psychology, Crime and Law, it tested 39 British senior managers and CEOs and found that they have more psychopathic tendencies than patients in Broadmoor. So, to be able to actually perform at that elite high level in the corporate world, in the financial world, you got to be a little insane.
Emotionless.
And I would tend to agree, from the people I've met in that world, they're kind of sus. Because these guys are on 24/7. They don't have a day off. They don't have an hour off. They don't have a minute off. And that's why they're at the top. Because, hey, they don't take prisoners. Hey, NarendraTheComic!
Nonsense,
Yes, so right now we're going to be doing our review of Secret Invasion Episode 5. I'm not sure what to say other than it wasn't a particularly great episode. At least we got Nick Fury being a bit more like Nick Fury. Other than that, a bit of a dumpster fire. But the big plot point from this was that Nick Fury secretly stole the Avengers' DNA without their knowledge and awareness and authority and autonomy, which is a little bit sus. In fact, very, very sus. In fact, highly illegal. And I don't like it.
But it does sound like something Nick Fury would do.
I don't think so.
Really?
Not with the way the character has gone from the beginning of Iron Man. I don't think he would have done that. Especially to say Thor or Iron Man, Captain America. I feel like it's almost a little bit out of character from the development from him to have actually done that.
See, I'm thinking he only has a couple. He might not have all of them. They did specifically mention they have Carol. I see what you're saying in that I don't think it's for his character, but I think him previously, yes. Because the Carol Danvers DNA, as much as they said, oh, the harvest happened after Endgame, maybe he actually had that from before. Maybe this has been a long-term project, and he said, oh, the cleanup after Endgame, that's when we really kind of zoned in on getting everything we could. But maybe this has actually been running for far longer than that.
It's possible. I mean, I feel it's a bit scummy. I don't think it's really a good fit for his character, considering the supposed growth he's been on since Iron Man, right? He's kind of a part of the team, even though he's not. He's a bit in the shadows, but he's doing the things that he believes is right. I don't think this is right under any circumstance.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry. If this is what your big plan was, to have the Skrulls, Super Skrulls, getting their powers from Avengers, it's weak.
It is weak.
And it kind of epitomises the entire idea of this show being vapid, hollow, and empty. So I expect nothing from the finale. I don't know if they're going to get the powers because you just now have a maniacal evil villain who has nothing really of nuance going on in his head. I didn't think they were going to do it. Come episode 3 or 4, I thought, maybe they'll give him something graphic.
Yeah.
And then I said, no. Why do I expect this? I expect shit, and they've given us shit.
Yeah, I don't get it. I thought we'd get more from a villain, especially when they're posing him as something so threatening. And at first he was in the shadows, he was upstairs looking down through the window, no one really saw his face. And they didn't give us anything, any backstory, but a good story comes from a good villain. That's what creates the greatest hero, right? And they just haven't provided that.
Hey, stupid shit. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, and I do believe this is one of those situations where they played a stupid game. They spent a lot of money, $212 million on this show, and I don't see it on screen. I don't understand how they managed to bust that much money on this particular series, and I hope they learn from it. And they don't do it again, because maybe containment of budgets, maybe stretching your dollar as far as it can go in the production side and the creative side is actually going to help you in the long run. So you don't just let people do whatever they want, whenever they want, and then you get this shit. So, do better. Be better, and please let the finale actually be decent, because otherwise we're going to come on here and rip it again. We don't want to rip it. We don't want to rip it. It's a waste of time. It doesn't help anyone, because I don't want to give it the time to actually break it down properly in this instance, because I don't care enough right now.
Yeah.
And the only character I have a modicum of expectation from, a modicum of hope from, is Nick Fury. And even then, at this point, I'm kind of like, hey, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You just can't control it. Maybe you should just take a back seat take a step back and say, maybe, just watch other shit. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, Nick Fury himself gonna come after you. You don't want that? No. Do they want that? No. So just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic.
I've been on
She's been on Sensei. You've been Graham. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. Been doing it every day for over 5 years now, and we are stopping until we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back in tomorrow for some more quality shitty content. So hashtag never not here. Just how it goes. Also bring the podcast means nonsense in Punjabi. We also bring a lot, bring a little, do a lot, do a little, but we do indeed bring the quality shitty content on a daily basis. So see you tomorrow for more of the same, slightly different, but essentially the very same. Once more, see you then. Skadoosh.
I got you! I got you! Take that, you friggin' psycho! I got you!